Matt Richmond, since Kevin Nash talks on the podcast about watching a lot of TV, I'd love for him to discuss the Netflix doc, The Plane That Disappeared. Did you see it?
No.
Okay.
Have not seen that yet. I did watch that. There's a pretty good doc on 9/11. I don't know if I've seen it before or not, but it's been a while since I had went into that, and that's just, boy, sometimes, man, it's just, that's one of those things you just bury in your psyche, you know? But that second every time that second plane hits that tower, man, it is just fucking, ugh.
Yeah. I work across the street, so I don't watch anything related to that. Yeah. Let's see. I'm on random. If you could manage anyone now, would you? If so, who? You'd be a good heel manager now.
I mean, I think I'm not real happy with the fucking the legal choices that our ex-president Donald Trump has made as his representatives in this. So I think maybe I might have to step in,
be a mouthpiece,
be the mouthpiece for the Don. You know what? You run fucking somewhere down to the Sun Belt, a major pay-per-view. I'm thinking maybe New Orleans. We get fucking Trump, some fucking wins under his belt.
Plenty of cities in your fair state you'd be able to put a good house together.
Oh yeah, knowing Trump, he'd have it at Disney.
Right.
Just to shove it up fucking Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis' ass.
Yeah, that's so fucking Trump, right? I tell you what, Joe, these are the things, man, that like. So he gets indicted, and it's 34 felony counts.
Yes.
And it's even the people on on like MSNBC are like, well, you know. Yeah, it could. These could be considered or upgraded to felonies. I'm going, boy, that was really convincing. and then everybody's like, yeah, Trump bashed, and he said something about the judge's daughter, and you find out the judge's daughter fucking worked for Biden and Harris. I'm like, what? Like, what is this, a rib? Like, what?
So are you saying, manager of
Donald Trump,
that these are flimsy charges?
I don't see my man doing any time. Not on this fucking wiffle ball fucking toss.
So acquittals 34 times are going to be read?
I mean, it's, you know, you got John Gotti as fucking kind of your benchmark. Well, we just might have a new Teflon Don.
Well, the Teflon turned to Velcro on that last trial, and
you know, sooner or later, I mean, you know, I would say that I don't want to be sitting next to Donald Trump when they fucking play the what I need is 11,000. That one there, I'm like,
we need the votes. Audience.
Yeah,
go find some votes.
Yeah, go find me some votes.
Those are all separate charges. These are all, of course, related to the financial. The charges and arrest will come eventually from the
number one. Okay, it's like. Let me just cover these. This are a couple of things that really got me pissed off. So Obama wants to get Garland in as a Supreme Court justice,
right?
And basically McConnell fucking vetoes it. I don't know how they fucking were able to fucking like not even have a vote or anything. But Garland doesn't get in.
Well, on the grounds that it was an election year, right? Wasn't
Right.
it the,
Yeah. But still, they could have pushed it. They could have.
Well, of course, because when
yeah.
it was an election year,
Right. Exactly.
later on, it was different. Okay.
Right. So, but in retrospect, he has had this fucking case that they're putting together on January the 6th on the insurrection, and I mean, it was like fucking. There was a meth boom down here about 6 years ago, and it was like trying to get somebody to work on your house. Like they'd want a little bit of cash the first day, and then they'd go get an 8-ball of meth, and you wouldn't see them for a month. That's kind of what Garland's like. This fucking deal. I'm just, Jesus Christ. You bring charges up against a guy who fucked a porno star, and it was in 2006 that this, they had this rendezvous. Her Q rating, you had to look her up when it first came out. You didn't even know who she was.
Right.
The other girl was the playmate was a decent looking female, but not that Stormy's ugly, but when Stormy threw that story about and she was in the gym and she put her baby and somebody went to grab it, I'm like, who the fuck takes their kid
To the gym.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Like, what? That doesn't seem. I don't buy it. I think it. And then you've got a guy that did time. Fucking, he's your ace witness that wrote the check.
Well, we'll see. I mean, you still, there's rules
You know what?
and laws about.
Everybody out there that says I'm so fucking such a moronic fucking democratic leftist, it's like, well, if you put my fucking moronic democratic leftist ass in a fucking jury for this fucking trial, they wouldn't choose me because I would already say I would be calling bullshit on this. Like, this ain't happening.
Well, you have to see the evidence. We have to see the evidence. You can't tie corporate money up with payments, hush money payments to to porn stars.
Because when you look at the grand scheme of things, and there's a billionaire that paid $0 in taxes 2 years in a row, I definitely go after the $130K you fucking slid to the porn star. That's your Al Capone.
I was just gonna say it's the 1 weak link that's prosecutable like the taxes for Capone.
Yeah, well,
and Capone died in jail, as we all know. Did he die in jail or did he get out?
syphilis.
Yeah, he had the syphilis. Yes.
He had this syphilis. No, he died. He had a place right down the beach here.
In Florida.
Capone had a place right down in between my condo and my house.
Is it still there? Is the structure still there?
No.
That'd be a good historic landmark. You should go by it.
Oh, I would if it was remnants of it. Like I had like a turret. It was just like a Spanish Mediterranean house, and it had a turret, but it had a what are they called? What is it called? A bomb gimmick.
A what?
Like a bunker.
Oh, like a fallout shelter?
Yeah, but like, what is that called? Bomb shelter. Fuck, Jesus. Yeah.
Underground.
It had a bomb. It was.
Which you need to build now with all the guns that are going to be out there. You need a place to go down.
I'm serious though. It's just like, fucking, you gotta have some body armor on.
Everyone's Florida heat with Kevlar. Fucking place is a mess. You just got to move, Kevin. Get the fuck out of that state. Let it snap off and float into the fucking Atlantic already. It's over.
Yeah. Where am I going to move to? I just left fucking.
Back to Georgia. Atlanta's booming.
Yeah. Did you see where they ran green out of fucking New York City?
No, I saw her there barking into the.
Did you not see the?
I think there was 11 protesters that showed up that day.
No, that was a pretty good crowd, but they ran her fucking ass the fuck out of the city. She was on the fucking. Did you ever see any of those clips? Man, fucking.
No, I just saw her barking into the thing.
She was barking into the thing, man. There was a fucking slew of fucking
Well, the press was
black gentlemen fucking blowing 2 at a time fucking referee whistles. Yeah, it
what,
was
moving them along.
no fucking so you couldn't hear her fucking horse shit.
Oh.
And then you got to go out. Anybody that follows Michael Rappaport,
Yeah.
you got to go on his because he's there, and he's fucking screaming at her. Hey, Miss Piggy, you fucking eats this. Get a fucking Rappaport fucking just eats her alive.
I love that guy.
See, this is bullshit. This is what we get for news right here.
What the coverage of the?
Yeah, they don't want to. Fuck him. They don't want to show fucking like the fucking real guttural fucking hatred that New York City has for her, which I think pretty much spans to everybody except maybe 36% of the country that actually thinks that she's hot.
Ooh.
You know,
Like visually?
in a fucking kind of a B movie Thor kind of look.
I was gonna say a little, you know.
Little thick neck for me.
Might be transitioning. I don't know.
Well, like I
don't
said, you know what? But tell me this right now. She got divorced. I bet you she's getting fucking boned nonstop because of the. She would walk up to you at a bar and say to you, "Hey, you fucking puss, fucking. I bet you can't knock the fucking bottom out of this fucking ass." And you would fucking, out of hatred, you would fucking throw her the fucking the bone of her fucking life. And then she'd get, I did Triple H's on fucking security there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Paul leading her to the fucking jeep to the navigator.
This isn't a fucking a warm. They're moving this bitch. They're moving this bitch like fucking the president through the crowd.
Yeah.
Come on, Claire, let's get this bitch out before she. There's no way we can stop the. She's lucky fucking she didn't get the George Wallace in this fucking deal.
Yeah, well, she made it.
Yeah.
Made it
And
once.
I wouldn't want anything to happen to her.
No,
I'm not saying that
we don't
fucking
condone that.
sarcastically or anything. I don't believe in harm coming to anybody, especially over something as stupid as fucking working ass fucking. Everybody's on the same team anyway, but the back room splitting the fucking.